Hi, this is Ned Sherrill, head of school of the Church Farm School, on the day of our 98th commencement exercises. Before we go inside the chapel and start our celebration, I want to start first and foremost by saying some thank yous. First, to our families. Your students have been home for the last 3 months. I know you've been expecting them to be enjoying everything about a boarding school experience, but now they've had to be home for safety's sake. And I know that in many ways, your own lives have been disrupted by this pandemic, whether it's concerned about the health and welfare of loved ones at home, or maybe even changes in your own job experiences. We send out our best, our love and care to all of you, but also with great gratitude for this adjustment. Not easy, but an important one and a welcome one for the future of your sons. Secondly, I want to thank the faculty and staff for doing everything that they've done to make this educational program and its transition to distance learning as seamlessly as possible. Not perfect, but we've been saying all year, excellence looks good on you, and hopefully we've maintained that standard throughout. Thank you to our colleagues who've done so much to make that adjustment. To our donors, a hearty thank you to all of you for your benefaction that makes everything about Church Farm School possible. The technology in particular that has made our educational program continue is very much due to your great benefaction. Thank you. And lastly, to all the boys of Church Farm School, grades 9 through 12, thank you for doing everything you've done for these last 3 months to finish strongly. You've learned a lot about yourselves, about your world, and about what you can do. We hope that you offer the very best of yourselves to our collective future. So with that, again, a big thank you to all of you. Let's go on inside and celebrate the commencement exercises and the celebration of the class of 2020. From the book of Revelation. Behold, the dwelling of God is with men. He will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself will be with them. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away. And he who sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. This is the day we celebrate the achievements of the Church Farm School class of 2020, a remarkable graduation day. The uniqueness of this event in the time of COVID-19, a pandemic that has, at least for now, reordered everything in our common life and anticipated experiences, and it is something to behold, take in, and acknowledge. We give thanks for all caregivers and researchers who have worked so hard and tirelessly to defend and preserve life, praying that their service and inspiration may lead us to fulfill our purpose in our time. We want so much to be together for a traditional celebration and send-off, yet we are nonetheless excited, ready and hopeful that your entry into the greater world outside our school doors will be memorable for all the many reasons that have made your time here on our school campus so special. Therefore, let us give thanks to God as we honor the Church Farm School class of 2020 in the beauty of holiness.
Thank you for allowing me to share this invocation for Church Farm School. While we cannot be together in community, we are together in heart and love and strength and encouragement. Let us pray. O most Holy One, we thank you as we celebrate commencement services for Church Farm School. We ask for your protection for those students who are now departing this place. Guide them, sustain them, give them strength and courage, give them wisdom, and allow them to obtain all their prayers and live all their dreams. We give you thanks for those who have shepherded them, who have nurtured them, and who have cared for them. We give thanks for this community, and we ask your blessings upon their families and all those that they love. Lord, cover them with your presence. And although there is a sense of sadness, let us rejoice in knowing that we have made and lived your call to love one another as you have loved us. All this we ask in the name of your Son. We give thanks for you, God. It is through your will and through your blessings that all good comes. Amen. God bless you. Have a wonderful journey ahead, and may the Lord be with you through each step along the way. Amen.
The Lord be with you, and also with you. Ever gracious God, we come together in the presence as members of the Church Farm School. And in this, our gathering, a circle has been invisible, becomes palpable once again. For we are ever bound together by learning, the friendships, the guidance, and the worship we have shared. So as we meet now with one another, we meet again with part of ourselves and with part of our past, which has formed us as brothers and sisters, one another. In the holy name we pray. Amen.
Psalm 16, verses 5 through 11. O Lord, you are my portion and my cup. It is you who uphold my lot. My boundaries enclose a pleasant land. Indeed, I have a goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord who gives me counsel. My heart teaches me night after night. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand, and I shall not fall. My heart therefore is glad, and my spirit rejoices. My body also shall rest in hope. For you will not abandon me to the grave, nor let your Holy One see the pit. You shall show me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy, and in your right hand are pleasures forevermore.
This year's valedictorian, Ling came to CFS from Kunming, the capital of Yunnan province in southern China. At home, Ling has developed a strong interest in tea houses and enjoys visiting different ones and noting their great and resplendent variety. He knows a great deal about different teas, even how the type of teapot and water really influences taste. Such curiosity has naturally led him beyond cultural sensibilities to the academic field of physics, in which he has excelled to the point of developing a technique that mathematically calculates the deviation of a silicon photomultiplier. You can ask him about that. However, still looking to broaden his cultural and intellectual horizons and to experience American culture in what he claimed to be a more liberal, exploratory environment before heading off to college in the States, Ling clearly came to the right place, since he learned in December that he was accepted early decision to his top choice school, Johns Hopkins University. But of course, there's a lot more to his CFS experience that has engaged him, as he himself has said. CFS isn't like a typical elite private school, where there are a lot more boundaries between the international students and American students. Because of the demographics here, everyone is more than willing to speak to you and become friends. The students here are very open and make you feel very comfortable. The openness is found in the adults too, Ling concludes. The teachers here give me a lot of support. As much as Ling has felt the embrace and support of his Griffin brothers and teachers, he in turn has given a great deal of himself to our community, and we are better for it. Here's to the future of U.S.-Chinese international relations. It is a privilege to welcome Ling Xin to address the school as this year's valedictorian.
On behalf of the senior class, I would like to welcome all parents, faculty, honorable guests, and students to the class of 2020 online commencement ceremony of Church Farm School. The day has finally come, and we are done with high school. I would like to first shout out to my advisors, Mr. Ken and Dr. Sharma, without whom I wouldn't have the opportunity for this speech. Like many of you, my memories of church farm have become especially vivid in a time like this. We are physically separated from our friends and teachers. I still distinctly remember the mumbling of our beloved Mr. Labrador was honestly the most effective hypnotic that I often woke up from his calculus class, finding that breakfast was already over. Well, I'm not a fan of stacks of food anyway. I must confess that our 4 years here were not the easiest. We survived a few tornadoes, blackouts, 3 days without Wi-Fi, and now experiencing a global pandemic. Despite all these odds, we still managed to graduate while accomplishing so much. Athletically, Richie Jones is the best golfer in CFS history, holding numerous records for scoring and placement at events, and becoming our first league medalist. Richie set an example for the next generation of CFS golfers as to how one succeeds on the links. Emmanuel Lovell is the most decorated wrestler in CFS history, a 4-time BAL champion, 4-time district champion, and 2-time state place winner, including a run to state finals as a senior, graduating with 111 wins and only 30 losses. Academically, I'm very proud to be a member of Mr. Foreman's A-Push class, as our passion for history translated into several national medals. Some of you survived Dr. Sharma's AP Chemistry, Dr. Harris' Statistics, and Mr. Labrador's Physics. Needless to say, either of these can be a lifetime accomplishment. In addition, the entire class of 2020 has been accepted into college for next year, including many prestigious universities. We accumulated over $3 million of scholarships. That's $83,000 per student. Thank you, Miss God. Remember, we neither had the most expensive athletic fields nor the most abundant funding for extracurriculars. We became accustomed to obstacles, but at the same time, adapted to leverage them for our advantages. We learned to establish clubs and organizations with limited budgets and to revive athletic teams with extraordinary leadership. None of us will deny that at Church Farm, obstacles come in abundance. Nonetheless, for us, they represented opportunities. These were opportunities for us to excel, to improve our former selves in order to become a better version of ourselves today. We observed our missteps, evolved, and stood up to correct the mistakes in our society. After this graduation ceremony, as we start the first day of the rest of our lives, remember to put this skill into practice, to gain from dilemmas. And as for our younger CFS brothers, be ready, because while here you will face adversity, but do not be afraid, because you will discover that these adversities will be the fuel of your eventual triumph. From the bottom of my heart, congratulations, class of 2020.
The Senior Class Faculty Award. The Senior Class Faculty Award is voted on by members of the senior class and awarded to the faculty member who best exemplifies the qualities of being an encouraging and involved member of the Church Farm School community. This year, the Senior Class Faculty Award is presented to Nicole Campbell. The Distinguished Scholar, Questbridge Scholarship Award. Founded in 1994, Questbridge is a national nonprofit based in Palo Alto, California, that connects the nation's most exceptional youth with leading colleges and opportunities. This year, we are pleased to announce that Christian Ezekiel Reyes is recognized for this outstanding full-tuition room and board scholarship to attend Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. The Clarence Brown Memorial Award. Mr. Clarence Brown Memorial Award for the second highest academic average in the senior class is presented this year to Elias Noah Rivera. with an academic average of 96.4. The Mr. and Mrs. William W. Cardwell Memorial Award. The Mr. and Mrs. William W. Cardwell Memorial Award for the highest academic average in the senior class is presented this year to Ling with an academic average of 96.5.
The Molstein Family Foundation was established in 1999 to award scholarship grants to outstanding students who reside in Chester County and who wish to attend a four-year college or university. Selected students will have attended either Church Farm School, Henderson, East, or Coatesville High School. Each year, the trustees of the Molstein Family Foundation name and award 4 $6,000 scholarships to be paid over a consecutive four-year period to students who reside in Chester County and who have been accepted to attend a four-year college or university. Student qualifications that are considered for this award include academic excellence, National Honor Society membership, leadership qualities, and community service involvement. The Molstein Family Foundation Scholarship Award is presented this year to Christopher George Mulcahy, Jr. Congratulations.
The Roger J. Walker Memorial Award. The Roger J. Walker Memorial Award was established in memory of Roger J. Walker by his mother, Virginia Scottle Walker. Mrs. Walker was a generous benefactor of the Church Farm School and a great believer in every Church Farm School student. The scholarship fund is designated to support boys in good academic standing and who require financial assistance to continue their academic career by providing $1,000 scholarship for their first year of college. This year, 4 boys have been selected to receive the Roger J. Walker Memorial Award. Patrick Delali Agboka, Christian James Sini, Alfredo Jose Alaguez, Elias Noah Rivera. Congratulations.
Hello, class of 2020. Dave Zimmerman, class of 88 and president of the Alumni Association. One of my favorite duties as president is the night before gathering the graduation dinner at the Sherrill's household with other members of the association. It's there we share meals, we share boring stories from when we were at the farm, and you graciously indulge us with smiles. It's a great night. The highlight of night for me is the formal induction into the Alumni Association. The moment celebrates joining the association and continuing the brotherhood that you know is so special. As of tomorrow, as of today, you will have rejoined with thousands of brothers across the globe to help on your journey. Welcome and congratulations. Now, one of the hardest roles is selecting the Earl B. Wilkins Memorial Alumni Scholarship Award winner. The Earl B. Wilkins Memorial Scholarship Award was established in 1974 by the Alumni Association to help a graduating senior continue his academic education beyond high school. This award honors a man who in 1921 started his 49-year connection with Church Farm School, first as a student, followed by his service to our school as a teacher, coach, department chair, and principal. This award is a $1,000 scholarship paid towards the first year of college. The Earl B. Wilkins Memorial Alumni Scholarship Award is presented to LaMarre Jean.
Greetings, parents, students, and friends of the class of 2020. I know that we cannot all gather together, so I'm so glad that you decided to join us virtually today to celebrate the class of 2020. Unfortunately, I don't get to see all of your wonderful faces, but I want to give a special shout out to the parents for all of the hard work that you've done with these young men. At this time, give yourself a pat on the back. My name is Tiffany Scott, and I am the Director of College Guidance. and I'm here to present the Earl B. Wilkins Memorial Award for Service. The Earl B. Wilkins Memorial Award for Service is awarded to a senior or underclassman that has demonstrated dedication, commitment, and excellence in providing service to the school in the current academic year or during their time at Church Farm School. Today, I have the privilege of announcing 3 winners of this award: our class president, LaMarre Kemp-Jean, Christopher George Mulcahy Jr., and Angel Vasquez. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Greg Thompson, Director of Athletics, and I'm honored to represent the CFS Athletic Program to present awards to our graduating seniors. The Griffin Award for Excellence in Athletic Achievement is awarded annually to young men who have finished remarkable athletic careers at CFS, won significant championships, and set noteworthy school records. The first athletic excellence recipient graduates as the finest golfer in program history. He holds every school record, won our first league medal, and set the example for his teammates to pursue excellence as well. We look forward to cheering him on next fall as he golfs for Howard University. Congratulations to Richie Jones. Our next athletic excellence recipient found his passion later, but he earned success in high jump through hard work and diligent practice. He earned a district medal his junior year, set the school indoor record this winter, and was poised to compete for a district championship and a trip to states this spring. Congratulations to Dalen Shackelford. The third recipient brought lacrosse passion and skill for 5 years as a leader and captain for our lacrosse program, a senior-laden team preparing for a big spring. Despite missing his senior season, he graduates as our all-time leading goal scorer. Congratulations to Yusuf Jumtane. Our final recipient for athletic excellence had 111 career wins on the wrestling mat. He's a 4-time league champion, a 4-time district champion, and a 2-time state medal winner, including a thrilling run to the state championship match this March. Simply put, he's the most decorated wrestler in CFS history. Congratulations to Emmanuel Lawal. The Orville Prosser Senior Scholar Athlete Award is given to a graduating senior who has achieved excellence in athletics and in the classroom. I am proud to present this award to an outstanding student who became a 3-sport varsity athlete, all in sports that were new to him when he arrived at Church Farm School. Congratulations to DeWitt Kahese. The final athletics award is the Michael Wallington Class of 1960 Memorial Award for Sportsmanship, selected by the varsity head coaches of our athletic programs. Here is a description of the award. To that student who best shows the attributes of a good sportsman, not necessarily the first place finisher, but rather the boy who does the best he is capable of doing, no matter the odds. To that boy who, although everyone else has finished the race, sprints to the finish, who plays the final minutes of the hopelessly lost contest as hard as he did the first minutes, who practices when not required, who accepts both victory and defeat quietly and finally. To that boy who has great personal competitive spirit, but who is always ready to help his teammates for the good of Church Farm School. I am honored to announce that the winner of the Michael Wallington Class of 1960 Memorial Sportsmanship Award is Alfredo Alagues.
Dr. Guy Mariner Award. Guy Mariner, a renowned educator, musician, and composer, was born in Auckland, New Zealand in 1898. In 1920, he came to the United States and traveled extensively throughout the East Coast, giving recitals and teaching at various institutions. During his time in Philadelphia, he taught at the University of Pennsylvania and at Church Farm School. An award was named in his honor and given to that member of the student body who, without regard to scholarship, athletic, or vocational ability, is the most honorable and upright, and who is the most unselfish and thoughtful of others. The Dr. Guy Mariner Award is presented this year to Sibo Tuyishimir.
Hello, I am Chet Blair, the Director of Student Life. I'm here to present the Mr. and Mrs. Lardner Howell Memorial Award. The Mr. and Mrs. Lardner Howell Memorial Award for greatest improvement is given to an outstanding senior or underclassman who has shown the greatest overall improvement in the current academic year or during their time at Church Farm School. The Mr. and Mrs. Lardner Howell Memorial Award for greatest improvement for this year is presented to Ronald Alexis Valencia. Congratulations.
The Headmaster's Watch. The Headmaster's Watch is a unique token of the school's gratitude and admiration for that student whose particular character, ability, maturity, moral authority, spiritual balance, leadership, and overall contributions to the school have made an enduring and lasting impact on the entire community. And its recipient represents all we believe any Griffin would aspire to become. The winner is selected by vote of the faculty. And the story goes that when it was first offered, the founder of the school, Colonel Schreiner, with nothing to give the student for the award, reached into his pocket and pulled out a pocket watch. And thus a tradition was born. This year's Headmaster's Watch recipient has been the model of quiet excellence ever since he arrived on our campus in the fall of his freshman year. Never one to brag or boast, his calm and steady demeanor hides a burning desire to be successful in each and every facet of his life. His academic accomplishments are outstanding. He has maintained an average in the high 90s throughout his time at CFS and graduates having been on the honor roll every single quarter. He has equally excelled in the athletic arena. As a captain of the wrestling team, he won 20 matches during his senior year. And had the spring season not been canceled, he likely would have cemented himself as the school's best javelin thrower, certainly in the 21st century. Most importantly, he is simply a good, kind, and selfless young man. During his junior and senior years, he served as a cottage prefect, where his generosity and thoughtfulness truly left their mark on other students. He always looked to help others and has been a positive force in the lives of so many of his Griffin brothers. In truth, he has simply thrived at every turn, and he is the embodiment of all of us, adult and student alike, what we would want our young men to carry themselves and do. In the fall, he will continue to build on this legacy as a full Questbridge Scholar at Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. I am very pleased and honored to present this year's Headmaster's Watch to Christian Reyes.
Hi, I'm Matt Burns, Chair of the Board of Directors at the Church Farm School. It is my honor to bestow on all the graduates their diploma for the class of 2020. The Board of Directors is very proud of you for your persistence during these unusual times, and you've overcome these challenges that we've all faced. You'll face many challenges in the future, and I hope that you think back on this time at Church Farm School where you overcame challenges, and that will give you the strength to persist in the future. You'll know that you've done it before and you can do it again. It's our tradition as a board to have dinner with you in May before you graduate. Unfortunately, this year we could not meet with you for dinner, and personally, this is something that I really enjoy because I hear all the stories about your time at Church Farm School and also your hopes and dreams for the future. We know you'll do well and that you'll persist through anything that comes your way. So again, congratulations. We're all very proud of you. And on behalf of the Board of Directors here at the Church Farm School, the best for the future.
And now for the moment we've all been waiting for, and the most exciting time of the day, we will present diplomas to the class of 2020. Patrick Delali Agboka. Samuel, I do. Gary Nan Akbar. James Van Wyck Beaver. Joshua Joseph Brooks. Jordan Mark Anthony Campbell. Jaime Puente Cantillo. Christian James Sini. Yusuf Jumsene Jr. Ethan Chimizie Izog. LaMarre Kemp Jean. Leon Xavier Rakim Jeffrey. Shengwei Jia. Elijah Daniel Johnson. Richard Barrington Jones Jr. Dawit Girmay Kahase. Minseok Kim. Emmanuel Abiola Lawal. Ziting Liu. Dion Jordan Matthews. Christopher George Mulcahy Jr. Kamal Hassan Nadir Najjar. Alfredo Jose Olaguez. Ling Shin. Christian Ezekiel Reyes. Elias Noah Rivera. Nolan Christopher Savage. Dalen Blake Shackelford. Liam John Sharkey. Harrison Bose Smith. Carnell Daquan Swans. Chauncey Joyvon Thornton. Joel Omar Toledo. Ronald Alexis Valencia. Iwei Wong. Liki Yang.
And so the class of 2020, we'd be gathered here in the chapel with you kneeling at the altar rail for a blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you.
And watch over your going out and your coming in from this day forth forevermore. Amen.
The
To the class of 2020, as you reflect on your time at CFS, let me assure you that your personal and collective efforts have produced meaningful and lasting contributions to our community, its continuing prosperity and welfare. Church Farm School is better because you have been here. We are family, and I trust you know and realize in a more profound and meaningful way now those things that have made this time together so rewarding for you and everyone. As you look back upon your time here, know that you have made the most of your opportunities. Rather than let any challenge, adversity, or adversary prevent your forward path or have the final say, you have found the strength to persevere and work through the important intellectual, physical, and spiritual challenges you have encountered in your time here. Ones we believe have helped you become more resourceful, more intellectually able and curious, spiritually strong, confident, resilient, and yes, ready at last to move on to the challenges of higher learning and responsible living. You are ready, and you have made your school and your families very proud. Whether you have been on this special campus for 5 years or fewer, each of you has become to one another a fellow Griffin, a good friend, and now a lifelong brother. Beyond the work and effort given to meet the challenges of our entire educational program, you have been to one another a supporting shoulder, a listening ear, a trusted confidant, and a faithful friend. These are the things that endure. Continue to build on this foundation. You leave these walls one final time today as a student, and we urge you to never let go of the bonds of friendship you have forged here. They will continue to serve you and help shape your life for the better. You now have, as an enduring possession, a most wonderful and magnificent gift, a well-deserved and deep reservoir of friendship, from which you will draw strength, courage, and spiritual nourishment wherever you go and in whatever circumstances you may find yourself. Trust this, lean into this, and continue to believe in one another. And finally, know that my colleagues and I love you and look forward to learning about your journey. We welcome you back to campus, however that may be, and whenever you care or need to stop in for a visit and reconnection to this wonderful place you have experienced as home. We are always here for you. Godspeed.